Bah humbug! Bah humbug! Bah humbug! Bah humbug! Why should you keep a halfpenny for buying something lavish when you're living all for charity, feeding all for parish? Why should you be so happy just because it's Christmas Day? Why should you still be smiling when you have no means to pay? Christmas comes but once a year, a blasted good thing too. The whole world lying motionless without no work to do, and wasting money sending silly scraps of coloured paper with sentimental rubbish writ with sentimental vapour, which a sentimental postman brings to you. Bah humbug! Bah humbug! Bah humbug! Bah humbug! Look at all those sweaty kings bedecked with paper crowns, sweaty faces leering as they pass the port around, eating blood-soaked half-cooked turkey which has hardly seen a fire, with stewed and tasteless Brussels sprouts to fill their gorges higher, till it's all that they can do to keep it down. Bah humbug! Bah humbug! Bah humbug! Bah humbug! Why should you keep a halfpenny for buying something lavish when you're living all for charity, feeding off the parish? Why should you have the comfort of your loving family? Why should you be so loving when there's no one loving me?
Oh, Wendy, I'm really grateful for you, keeping my love for you honest with me. Feeling so lonely and frequently, and hoping to have you again. Oh, Wendy, remember when first you went, to have and to hold to the end of time, till we were stripped by the beastly weather, and time could still come. I'm tired of pretending I'm somebody else, and though I have gained all this fortune and wealth, living the dream and improving my health, diving with wares off the South Chili Show, I'd give it away to love you as myself, and never let you again. I traveled the world from the south to the north, said every season, explored every shore, but how understand heaven's nature, I wish I could understand you. Oh, Wendy, I'm really grateful for you, keeping my love for you honest and true. Feeling so lonely and frequently, you say we'll be happy again. I'm tired of pretending I'm somebody else, and though I have gained all this fortune and wealth, living the dream and improving my health, diving with whales off the South Chili Shore, I'd give it away to love you as myself, I'd never let you again. I'd never let you again.
supposed to start it till I've done this bit.
Well, it's not much fun when you're small and weak and can barely see over weeds in the creek. When you get knocked over by largest dogs with sticks in their mouth that are as large as logs, and your feet dangle down when you sit on the bog, and your clothes come from Mother Care. Oh, it's not much fun when you're small and ill without even a crutch to get round the fill. When your face in the mirror seems pale and wan, like a blemished old tart with no makeup on. Or a piece of chicken that's been boiled too long, and you've noticed you've lost all your hair. Oh, it's not much fun when you're small and thin, with no fat on your body to keep the heat in. And it's not much fun when you're all alone, with no one to hear you when you moan. No friends to call on the phone, especially if a phone you don't own. And you've noticed you've lost all your hair, and your clothes come from Mother Care, and nobody seems to care.
Whose stupid idea was this? Oh, when I was a young man and worked for Mr. Scrooge, he paid for my apprenticeship and got my work in Cruz. He was a happy married man and everything was gay, but tragedy befell at his house when his missus passed away. Oh, Ebenezer, Ebenezer, he once was a very nice geezer, but his heart went in the freezer where it turned to stone. His heart was broke, there is no doubt, his blue skies turned to grey, and all the love he had to spare, it slowly drained away. He started counting coins and notes and getting awfully mean, until the coinage of the realm became his king and queen. Oh, Ebenezer, Ebenezer, he once was a very nice geezer, but his heart went in the freezer where it turned to stone. They ask me why I stay with him and why I don't break free, but they don't know what kind of bloke my master used to be. I can't explain the half of it, I don't have words to say. He was good to me before and I owe him to stay. Oh, Ebenezer, Ebenezer, he once was a very nice geezer, but his heart went in the freezer where it turned to stone. Oh, Ebenezer, Ebenezer, he once was a very nice geezer, but his heart went in the freezer where it turned to stone.
Now cheer up, my lads, 'tis to glory we steer, to add something more to this wonderful year. In sailing we know we are all upper class, and here's the Olympics, so let's kick some ass.
Heart of oak, our ships, jolly smart are our men, we always are ready, steady, boys, steady. We will sail and we'll come first again and again.
We ne'er see our foes, but but we wish them to stay. They never see us, but they wish us away. And whene'er we beat them, they're terrifically bucked. There's nothing as sweet as a Frenchman who's
Our boats, our ships, jolly stars are our men. We always are ready. Steady, boys, steady. We'll sail and we'll come first again and again.
So, now with one heart let us all shout. Those Frenchies will beat by just coming about. Yes, we'll still make them fear, and we'll still make us free. And then we'll come home first and go home for tea.
Hearts of oak are our ships, jolly stars are our men. We always are ready. Steady, boys, steady. We'll sail and we'll come first again and again.
Our rowlocks are greased and our muscles are fit. I think that our team strip is a nice bit of kit, but some very little secret I'd like to confess. I like sailing best when I'm wearing a dress.
Hearts of oak are our ships, jolly stars are our men. We always are ready. Steady, boys, steady. We'll sail and we'll come first again and again.
Instead of facing up to reality, they respond with counter insults. Calling me old bloody chick, I ain't old. Well, not that old. But I ain't any first flush. Oh, bollocks. I am old. And I don't bloody like it. Hope this thing works. Oh dear. Yeah, well, flatulence, incontinence, cramps and flushes and last minute rushes. Obesity and hemorrhoids, senility and dental voids, Flinisane and fibre gel, algapan and nasty smells, boils and burns and aches and pains and funny little turns and Zimmer frames. It's hard to be a fairy when you're old. She's gonna be like a song. On me Wednesday ain't so strong, and I can't stay up for long. And it's not likely that I'll end up in a pond. But it's bloody well contrary for the selfish Britain that's supposed to be seafaring when you can't remember where you left your wand. Oh, got to turn it off. Oh, of course there are some pluses. You don't have to use the buses. Any time in theory we will live forevermore. That's a nice call, that, isn't it? But it's nothing short and tragic when you have to use your magic to stop your tits from bouncing off the floor. I'm doing a solo. I'm still doing a solo. Alright. No more nectar from the dew. It's got salt and bad for you. And you'll weed a bed from drinking elderflower. And forget long distance flying. No point in even trying when you're in the cozy every half an hour. Oh, I can see him now. Flatulence, incontinence, What's that next one? B-C-T, Felicine and gentlemen, would I do it? Oh yeah, boiled and birds and funny little turns. It's hard to be a fairy when you're old. You want to join in? Yeah! Here we go then. Flatulence, incontinence, obesity, senility, Felicine and algebra, boiled and birds and funny little turns. Not like rubbers and fairy when you're old. One more time. Go on then, you all sing that too. Felicine, incontinence, obesity, senility, Felicine and... Oh, there he is. No, but yeah. There's me one, I lost it. How to be a fairy when you're old. How to be a fairy when you're old. It's hard to be a fairy when you're old. Oh, one more time. Well, it's hard to be a fairy when you're... Oh, bollocks!
How does a long-standing pirate behave like a romantic man? How does he discover the ways of a lover by winning her fair lady's hand? I could carry her off on my shoulder, that probably wouldn't end well. She'd say that's enough, all things I'm too tough, and might even threaten to tell. Oh, give me your hand, pretty lady, for I will be faithful and true. I may be quite tough, but I'm honest enough, and I'll promise I'll look after you. Perhaps I could try to be charming and think of some nice things to say, like, oh, you smell nice, or I've got the price of a night down the pub by the way. I'll have to brush up me appearance and polish me best fighting boots, shine up me leather, wear a fine feather, or smoke an exotic cheroot. Oh, give me your hand, pretty lady, and I will be faithful and true. I may be quite rough, but I'm honest enough, and I'll promise I'll look after you. But what if I'm wasting my time now? For all I know, she's got a beau. My first question to her before I can woo should be, here you got some bloke in tow. Blimey, I'm getting a headache. There's too much to keep in my mind. Maybe much better just go out and get her and hope she comes round after time. Oh, give me your hand, pretty lady, and I will be faithful and true. I may be quite rough, but I'm honest enough, and I promise I'll look after you. Give me your hand, pretty lady, and I will be faithful and true. I may be quite rough, but I'm honest enough, and I promise I'll look after you.
Right, music, maestro. When did I last see the clouds below me? Is it someone I need to know right here and now. Here I stand by an open window, looking for belief in place of doubt. But evil must be fought. No time for thought now. I must take the plunge right here and now. If I try, I will fly again. By and by, I will fly again. So, Captain Cook, I'm out to get you. Somewhere over Neverland. Who will survive? Who knows the answer? All I know is now I am a man. If I try, I will fly again.
Strolling minstrel, I pluck, I pull, sometimes I pull and pluck, but tonight I'm a full plucker. This is my cat! You couldn't afford a bear. Now in this year of 1408, the year of good King, is it Henry the Fourth? You might know, you're a historian, sir. But if it isn't, it doesn't matter. Henry the Fourth, 1408. The things they are talking about in the villages along this side of the Thames water, the peasants of Deptford, the buggers of Woolwich.
Burgers.
I beg your pardon?
Burgers.
Did you say burgers? Oh, yes. The burgers of Woolwich. The talk, the daily talk, in the pile of water holes, in the inn yards, and the cesspits, is of the great games coming to the city of London. Games coming to the city of London. You may think that I have written a song to celebrate this, but in fact I haven't. Somebody else has written it and I have to perform it. I want to get that in now. Here is a chorus. I would very much like you to join in. You think you might be able to join in? Yes, yes. Of course you will. It's a very familiar chorus, but it's a little bit tricky. It goes like this. To my wrist bow down, to my titty bow down, to my titty titty bow down. Say. Can you do that? To my wrist bow down, to my titty bow down, to my titty titty bow down. There you haven't got the words, have you? One more time. To my wrist bow down, to my titty bow down, to my titty titty bow down. There. Good. I'll sing a tale of a feeble male and an acting sweet 16. He heard love fair with shoulders square, and she a pentacle queen. And she was well aware life was so unfair. As a girl she could not go and join the fun at the sliding gun. And jump and toss and throw. To my wrist bow down, to my wrist bow down, to my wrist bow down. Lovely! Alas, one day her bloke so gay contracted black death. Oh. Feeling life was mean, he sent for his queen, and with his dying breath, he said, look here, you know, my dear, as a boy you could go far. Oh, I wouldn't get that wrong. Get some fake boys' bits tied down, no sit, sorry ma'am. Oh no, not here, right. And use my entry card to my wrist, bow down, bow down, hey. Well done. Good cat. She heard too well for another spell, suspiciously far behind. Why? For they all let her pass just to watch that ass waddling through its bumps and grinds. They were overcome by that pretty bum as they did its hurtling stunts. Next line, it counts. They all agape as she breasted the tape. She was certainly out in front. To my bow down, to my bow down, to my bow down. Trainer Jim, so tall and slim, thought she hurdled with boyish grace. But those tits burst out and gave him a clout. Oh, right in the face. I'm sure it's the right face. She left track and field and soon did yield to Jim's sexual propositions. Soon she had her little Jims as she flexed her lovely limbs. It's a very different position to my bow down, bow down, bow down, hey. To my bow down, bow down, bow down, hey. To my bow down, bow down, bow down, right on to the next town. Oh yeah!
I know that something's on your mind, that something isn't right. I wish that I could help describe that thing you need to find. But I can only wait and hope that what we have survives.
the storms that will engulf us both when those hard times arrive. You may regret so many things we promised in our vow, but don't forget to love me. Don't forget to love me for now. My only wish is for your sake we find a way to be of staying close together in a way that lets you free. But I can only speak to you of what I think is true, and I can only hope and pray that you will see it too. You may regret so many things we promised in our vow, but don't forget to love me. Don't forget to love me for now. You may regret so many things we promised in our vow, but don't forget to love me. Don't forget to love me for now.
I think I'd better go and talk to her some more.
Chaos! A change rule. Okay, I'll feel a song coming on. You might have to wait a minute or two while I try to remember how to play this bloody thing. Let's have a look at this. Are you ready? Oh, well, change is yeah. Confusion everywhere. Nothing seems the same. Nobody takes the blame. You think it's going to be our front? Well, it will be the opposite. It's going to be alright. Alright! Alright! Never mind the rules. They're only made for fools. No point acting proper. You can tell a whopper. Nothing's understood. So, lying's just as good. It's gonna be alright. Yeah! Trees on toast and plain white china. Oh, trees on toast and plain white china. Sausages and mash. Sausages and mash. And a Morris minor. Fish and chips and Tower Bridge. This is our proud heritage. If you ask till I'll tell you Flo what it was like 40 years ago. And if she turns a little bitter, you can turn around and hit her. Because you don't want to hear those views. She's only giving you fake news. It's gonna be alright. Alright! Gonna be alright. Alright! Alright! Be alright. Alright! 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 You want to sing another one? Yeah! No! Cheese on toast and... What's it say? Cheese on toast and... Yeah, I've got myself there. Oh! Cheese on toast, cheese on toast and plain white china. Sausages and mash and a Morris minor. So, the fish chips and Tower Bridge. This is our proud heritage. Auntie Flo. Well, it was like 40 years ago. And if she's talked a little better, you can turn around and hit her. Because you don't want to hear their views. She's only giving you fake news. It's gonna be alright. Alright, 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 alright. It's gonna be alright. Alright, 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 alright.
Steady on, expect me to sing to her.
Alright! Oh, dear, oh dear.
Didn't we have a lovely time the day we went to Stratford? Up in the sky, ever so high, on the cable car, you know. Watching the rain was ever such fun. We opened a bottle of cider, singing a few of our favourite songs as we all ran round. Up in the stand, we're ever so grand, me and the girls from the office, blushing a hit, ever so fit, are jumping up and down, you know, sharing some wine, we had a nice time, we lent some beers for afters, singing a few of our favourite tunes as we all ran round. It was such fun, we giggled and sung and got ourselves evicted. Being a loud and unruly crowd and shouting words we shouldn't have. Felt a bit bad, but somebody had a bottle of Southern Comfort. Ever so still the cable car trip as the world span round. On the way home, called in at the dome, which now we call the O2. Champagne in jars in all of the bars, which maybe was a big mistake. Monday I said, can't get out of bed, and you can stuff your cider. No more champagne, no, never again, 'cause my head spins round.
Ah, here he comes. So, you had any luck with his schmuck?
Well, I've bunged a few chords around it and whacked in a few effects. Still pretty crap. Words ain't bad though.
Okay. I go for Admiral.
Yeah, right.
I leave you working it up.
Yeah.
I tell you, don't be calling us. Maybe be calling you.
Yeah, right. As if. Oh well, might as well get on with it. Who'd be a bloody musician, eh? No, I'm not. Oh.
You're not.
Right. Is that right? Strings on the outside, is that right? Oh, that sounds nice. Hello? We are cruising in the deeps, cruising in the deeps. Oh, that's wrong. Cruising, cruising in the deeps. I'll have to start again. We are cruising, cruising in the deeps. We are cruising in the deeps. In our extended family we roam the world. Inside the sea we hover weightless and adore our own domain between your shores, and watch with horror and alarm as men subject your world to harm. Not for your young and poor to feed, but just to satisfy their greed. We are cruising, cruising in the deeps. We are cruising in the deeps. We We've seen the product of your wars, scattered on the ocean floors, the wrecks of ships and bones of men, descending time and time again. We saw the best of you as well, who tried to save the earth from hell, but they were few and came too late to save your people from their fate. We are cruising, cruising in the deep. We are cruising in the deep. The air grew thick, the temperature rose, we felt the cold from melting floes, and slower to burst now, hand over hand, the sea began to claim your land, our only hope and yours as well. The sea puts out those fires of hell in time, before your acid rain destroys as well our own domain. We are cruising, cruising in the deep. We are cruising, we are cruising, cruising in the deep. We are cruising.
Oh dear. You know, since Graham left, I've had to make some tough decisions. Well, that can certainly harden a girl. Quite a lot. But I hope I'm still as much a lady as before. Which is more than can be said for some of the young things I see around me nowadays. Sometimes seems like ladylike behaviour has just dropped out of fashion. It might really be the case for all young girls. Doesn't everybody want to be a lady? Surely nobody would want to be a tart. And if the modern idea of super is swearing like a trooper, then we'll have to rule me out before we start.
Doesn't everybody want to be a lady? Surely nobody would want to be a tart. And if the modern idea of super is swearing like a trooper, you have to rule me out before we start.
Oh, it's hard to be a lady in the Britain of today. And don't you ever talk to those who say it's not. The way the world has changed, well, it can make a girl deranged, and ladyhood has almost gone to pot. Just look at what you see on television, and theatre's hardly better, I should say. Girls show all they have and more, use the language of a whore, and you'll never see the audience look away. Oh, doesn't anybody want to be a lady? Are we ladies doomed to be a dying breed? Must we all be coarse and tough, with our trotters in the trot, doing what we like to satisfy every need?
Doesn't anybody want to be a lady? Surely nobody would want to be a tart. And if the modern idea is super, swearing like a trooper, you'd have to rule her out before we start.
And do modern girls possess the slightest notion of restraint? Do they know to wave away that fatal gin? Do they have a fleeting thought for the rights their mothers bought when they leave their pants at home and plunge right in? And as for men who flaunt themselves as drag queens, well, they make our gentle sex a laughing stock. But the women are scarcely finer, with a museum of the vagina. Would men ever have a museum of the, well, word that rhymes with...
Doesn't anybody want to be a lady? Surely nobody would want to be a tart. And if the modern idea of super is swearing like a trooper, you'd have to roll around before we start. One more time. Doesn't everybody want to be a lady? Surely nobody would want to be a tart. And if the modern idea of super is swearing like a trooper, you'd have to leave her out before we start. Oh, Wendy, I'm wearily waiting for you, keeping my love for you all this week. Feeling so lonely, think of me.
And put obstacles in the way of success in life. Poor little lamb. Being skint might not help much either.
Right. Well, it's not much fun when you're small and weak and can barely see over weeds in the creek. When you get knocked over by largest dogs with sticks in their mouth that seem as large as logs. When your feet dangle down when you sit on the bog and your clothes come from Mother Care. Well, it's not much fun when you're small and ill without even a crutch to get round the fill. When your face in the mirror seems pale and wan, like a blemished old top with no makeup on, or a piece of chicken that's been boiled too long, and you think you're losing your hair. Well, it's not much fun when you're small and thin, with no fat on your body to keep the heat in. And it's not much fun when you're all alone, no one to hear you when you moan, no one to talk to on the phone, especially if a phone you don't own. And nobody seems to care. And your clothes come from Mother Care. And you realise you've lost all your hair. And nobody seems to care.
Bollocks! Oh! I'm getting old and I don't like it. Oh. Looks like flatulence, incontinence, obesity, senility, philistine, algae-pan, boils and burns, funny little turn. It's hard to be a fairy when you're old. Army wings are not so strong, and I can't stay up for long. And your little free chongs are end up in a Pantomime filthy. And it's bloody well contrary for a self-respecting fairy. When you can't remember where you left your wand. Oh, of course there are some pluses. You don't have to use the buses. And in theory, we will live forevermore. But it's nothing short of tragic when you have to use your magic to stop your tits from bouncing off the floor. Oh, of course, no more from the It's got wet, what? It's on the ball.
It's on the ball.
It's on the ball. It's on the ball. It's on the ball. No more nectar from the dew. It's got salt that's bad for you. And you'll pee the bed from munching out a flower. And forget long distance flying. No point in even trying. When you're in the carsy every half an hour. Here we go then. Flatulence, incontinence, obesity, senility, stand and algae-man, boys and birds and funny little turds. It's hard to be a fairy when you're old. Flatulence, incontinence, obesity, senility. get off, get off.
How does a long-standing pirate behave like a romantic man? How does he discover ways of a lover by winning a fair lady's hand? I could carry her off on his shoulder. That probably wouldn't end well. She'd think me too tough and say that's enough, and might even threaten to tell. Oh, give me your hand, pretty lady. I will be faithful and true. I may be quite rough, but I'm honest enough, and I promise I'll look after you. I suppose I could try to be charming and think up some nice things to say. Oh, you smell nice, and I've got the price of a night down the pub, by the way. I'll have to brush up the appearance and polish me best by the boots. Shine up my leather, wear a fine feather, and smoke an exotic cheroot. Oh, give me your hand, pretty lady. I will be faithful and true. I may be quite rough, but I'm honest enough, and I promise I'll look after you. But what if I'm wasting my time now? For all I know, she's got a bone. My first question to her, before I can whoosh, here you got some bloke in tow. Blimey, I'm getting a headache. There's too much to keep in my mind. Maybe I'd better just go out and get her and hope she comes round all the time. Oh, give me your hand, pretty lady. I will be faithful and true. I may be quite rough, but I'm honest enough, and I promise I'll look after you. Oh, give me your hand, pretty lady. I will be faithful and true. I may be quite rough, but I'm honest enough, and I promise I'll look after you.
Right, okay. Well, oh yeah, I'm back to being cheek again tonight. I should have this better up here. And around and out. Can't do this kind of one-handed. We did have a stage manager. Oh, right, okay. Big changes in the air. You can feel it everywhere. Nothing is the same. No one takes the blame. You think it's going to be a fright, but it'll be the opposite. It's going to be all right. All right? All right. No. Never mind the rules. They're only made for fools. No point acting proper. If you can tell a whopper, nothing's understood. So lying's just as good. It's gonna be all right. All right. turn around, do you remember? Yeah! You don't want to hear her views. She's only giving you fake news. All right? It's gonna be all right. Gonna be all right. Gonna be all right. I'll be all right. All right. Oh, bloody right. This is an exercise in what onlys, if onlys. Not what onlys, if onlys. If only. Only that. No. Come up here. There we are. There we are. If only we could let the moon melody me down without the bloody foreigners in the way. If only Tenerife was part of Brighton Beach and the Tuscan Hills were just across the bay. If only every summer sun was guaranteed to shine and sea was warm and wine and cheap as tea, and we could take the train and never think of rain and travel there and back almost for free. If only we could turn the clock back 90 years and be the country that we were before. The laughter and the tears, the freedom from our fears, the feeling we could get forevermore. If only British toffs had invented Microsoft, if only we still had the North Sea oil, instead of drinking rain, if only we had saved the benefits and the products of our toil. If only Hitler's party had been Greens instead of Nazi. If only the Japanese had stayed at home. If only the bloody Yanks had controlled their bloody banks. If only they hadn't skinned us to the bone. If only we could turn the clock back 90 years off the tune and see the country that we used before. The laughter and the tears, the freedom from our fears, the feeling we could live forevermore. Oh, if only the party had been green instead of Nazi, if only the Japanese had stayed at home, we'd still be as rich as Croesus, with an empire still beneath us, and Europe would have left us all alone. Yay! Well, that's it. Thank you. Oh, wrong way round. There we are. Glasses. Let's get glasses.
One minute we were neighbours, joined by a narrow sea, rubbing along quite well, I thought, or so it seemed to me. Then someone asked you what you thought about me actually. Out of the blue you told me you were longing to be free. Blimey girl, you might as well have knocked me out with a feather, to find out after all these years you've been chafing at the tether. And the way you thought about me was as changeable as your weather. And now you want to walk away from all we put together. Some things went wrong, some things went right. It's very hard to say how things would have worked out on the night had it gone the other way. Oh, where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Was it turning down your Coleman's in favour of Dijon? Or making walkers nervous by dressing them as cushions? Never see bangers as breakfast or call them saucy. Ach, so my little Liebchen, was Connick say to you, if you want to say bourguignon in favour of Irish stew, is there nothing I can say to you, or nothing I can do? Con poco body fari, can we dick commence on you? Some things went wrong, some things went right. It's very hard to say how things would have worked out on the night had it gone the other way.
If I were not a sailor boy, something else I'd like to be. If I were not a sailor boy, a discus thrower me. Happy all day long, and this would be my song. Front foot forward, swing the back foot, roll across the ring. Front foot forward, back the backward, swing the
I'd like to be. If I was not a sailor boy, a synchronized swimmer, me, happy all day long, and this would be my song. Point your toes and wave your arms and go down with a smile. Point your toes and wave your arms and go down with a smile.
swing the front. Swing the back and go across the smile. Swing the front and swing the back and go across the smile. If I was not a sailor boy, something else I'd like to be. If I was not a sailor boy, a runner I would be. Happy all day long, and this would be my song. Hear that pistol, I can shoot off, never coming last. Hear that pistol, I can shoot off, never coming last. Swing that pistol, I can shoot off, never coming last. Swing that pistol, I can shoot off, never coming last.
Something else I'd like to be. If I were not a sailor girl, a canoeist I would be. And happy all day long. And this would be my song. Dip your paddle, turn me over, I like getting wet. Dip your paddle, I like getting wet. Swing the paddle, swing the paddle, never I'd like to be. If I was not a sailor girl, a champion walker, me. Happy all day long, and this would be my song. Elbows in and clench your bottom, remember not to run. Elbows in and clench your bottom. remember not to run. Get your sense, make your shots, remember not to stand. Get your sense, make your shots, remember not to stand.
If I was not a sailor boy, something else I'd like to be, so would I. If I was not a sailor man, a wrestler, I want to be happy all day long. And this would be a song. Backflow, rocket, off, Nelson, get me on the floor. Backflow, rocket, off, Nelson, get me on the floor.
If I were not a sailor boy, something else I'd like to be. If I were not a sailor boy, a fencer I would be. Happy all day long, and this would be our song. Put my mask on lunch and carry you on the spot. Put my mask on lunch and carry, get you on the spot.
Something else I'd like to be. If I was not a sailor boy, a cable across on me. You'd be all day long, singing this would be our song. I feel those muscles in my left arm, I would toss all day. I feel those muscles in my left arm, I would toss all day. Feel those muscles in my left arm, I would toss all day. Feel those muscles in my left arm, I would toss all day.
Something else I'd like to be. If I was not a sailor girl, a track official me. Happy all day long, and this would be my song. That's a full stop, come right back here, get down on that line. That's a full stop, come right back here, get down on that line.
Okay, this, yes. This is how to do a thing even worse than the time before. Convinced that one is doing it better. If only we could have the moon Meridia without the money from us in the way. If only Tenerife was above the Brighton beach, the Tuscan hills were just across the bay. If only every summer sun was guaranteed to shine, and the sea was warm and wine as cheap as tea, and we could take the train and never think her brain, and travel there and back almost for free. If only we could turn the clock back 90 years and be the country that we were before. The laughter and the tears, the freedom from our fears, the feeling we could live forevermore. If only Computers had invented Microsoft, instead of drinking rave, if only we had saved the benefits and the products of our toil. If only Hitler's party had been green instead of Nazi, if only the Japanese had stayed at home, if only the bloody Yanks had controlled their bloody banks, if only they hadn't skinned us to the bone. And if only we could turn the clock back 90 years and be the country that we were before. The laughter and the tears, the freedom from our fears, the freedom we could live forevermore. If only the party had been green instead of Nazi, if only the Japanese had stayed at home, if only the bloody Yanks had controlled their bloody banks, if only they hadn't skinned us to the bone, we'd still be rich as Croesus, with an empire still beneath us, and Europe would have left us all alone, and Europe would have left us all alone. Is that slightly better? I doubt it.